Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to your weekly TarotScopes for the week of August 25th. I'm sorry if you just heard that. We just had a clap of thunder outside. So I'll wait for a few people to pop in and we will get started. So, how is everybody doing this week? Hi, Margaret D. Good to see you. Good to see you. Oops. Do you hear that thunder? Whoa. I don't know if you can hear it. Usually StreamYard blocks out the background noise, but whoa, we've got a storm outside. Hopefully our internet will hold up. It's usually pretty good. How have you been, Margaret? Everything going okay? Did you hear it? Wow. I'm kind of excited because we haven't had rain in a while, and we do have, as I'll talk about in a little bit, we've got, some really dry conditions out there, and so this is really good. Hi, Daniel. Good to see you. I am on tonight. Yes, I am. No, my normal night is Sunday nights, but I've been switching it up lately because of travel and other things. But unless I record it, I'll be on Sunday night. So anyway, good to see you guys. Looks like nobody else expected me either. I'm off for a couple weeks or a week, and here we go. So, oh, good. You're doing some dowsing rods. Fun times. I love it. So we'll wait for a moment or two for people to show up. I haven't gotten my cards yet. Let's see. Figure out which cards I'm going to use this evening. Yes. Yeah, we're just in such interesting times, Margaret. Very interesting times. And it's so interesting, too, how the astrology reflects it. So let's see if we get anybody else in here. Otherwise, it's just the three of us. It's a party of three. That's okay. I'm in Colorado, Daniel. How about you? Yeah, we're supposed to have like a cool, it's been very, very hot here. I mean, really hot. And then Friday afternoon. You hear that thunder? Friday afternoon, the weather changed and we started getting some cooler temps. And I've heard a lot of the country is going to have some cooler temperatures this week. Ooh, you're in the Panhandle. You're no stranger to. Oh, okay. So, hi, Susan. Nice to see you. I don't know that I've seen you here before. But the Panhandle's no stranger to thunderstorms, right? And I don't know what part of Texas you're from, Susan, but yes, it is the land of gerrymandering, unfortunately. Yeah. I love thunderstorms, though. I bring it on. I just love them. I have fond memories. So anyway, I appreciate you guys joining, and it is my normal night for this, but I've been out of town a little bit, and so I've obviously thrown people off with the schedule. I was trying to do recorded readings, TarotScope readings, for a couple weeks to see if it was easy, if it worked out better for my schedule. And honestly, it takes so much longer to do a recorded video. It just feels like hours and hours and hours and hours to get it all going. So anyway, if it's just a few of us, people will get the notification hopefully, and they will join us. Otherwise, it will be just the few of us. We'll have a nice intimate TarotScopes tonight. What part of Texas are you from, Susan? Hi, Liz. Hi, just visiting. Liz, we're getting a thunderstorm. It's not raining yet, but we've had several loud thunderclaps. How about you, where you are, Liz? You're north of here. So, and just visiting. Great to see you. How are you? So we just have a small crew tonight. I think I've surprised people. Oh, it's sprinkling. It's so, I mean, we in Colorado, when it rains, because we're in a high desert, it's like a treat. So it's really nice. Yeah. Austin, raised in Dallas, retired in rural central Texas. Hi, Leanne. Leegee's here. Say hi. Yes, we do need the rain. We're having, well, so I was going to talk about that tonight. We're having big wildfires here in Colorado and all throughout the West, including Canada. So anyway, I want to thank you all for, and those of you, my small little crew right now, for joining me, and welcome back to my regular schedule. And some joined me yesterday on Saturday morning. Thank you so much. It's really good to be back from my travels. Why is it always so nice to be back at home, to sleep in your own bed, right? We had a great time, but it's always nice to get home again, you know. Just visiting. We have not seen rain for months in Northern California. There's another, the thunder, it is here. Hi, Joyful Journey. Good to see you. I want to, anybody who's jumping in here, I want to apologize because we have a thunderstorm that just, as soon as I hit go live, the thunder started. So anyway, but I love it. I really love the rain. Thank you, Liz. I'm excited too. We're not counting our chickens yet, but they're both, in the running for jobs and moving and all the things. So blessings to you, Fatima. Good to see you. Good to see you. So anyway, like I said, happy to be back, and thank you for joining me. Hopefully a few more people will be jumping in, but I'm just happy to see all of you. Like I said, I'm sorry we missed the TarotScopes last week, but we'll catch up this week, won't we? Liz, doesn't Henry mind the thunder? No, he loves thunderstorms. He likes fireworks. Isn't that funny? He's a different dog, but he's sort of losing his hearing, so who knows if he even hears it right now. But generally speaking, he really likes it. Hi, Gina Fish. You're here. Yay. All right. Oh, here it comes. It might just get kind of wild and blustery out there. I'm going to reach up and close. My window's open a little bit, so I'm going to close that some. There we go. Just in case. Okay. Yeah, we're having big thunderstorms, and I love it. So, anyway, I just wanted to say, so this is very welcome because we are having these we have about 15 plus or minus wildfires burning in the western part of the state here in Colorado, western and southern part of the state. And we've had a few of those in the past that were really tragic, and so we're hoping for the best. Some of these have been burning for a while now, and it's really difficult. So we send our prayers out to anyone all over the West or anywhere in the country who's experiencing, lightning. Do you hear that? Wow. I hope you guys heard that. It was really bright for a second. Okay. Anyway, hi, Alex. Good to see you. Anyway, so we send our prayers, and we send our prayers that my internet won't go down. It may. Did you hear that, Gina Fish? Very loud. Sorry about that. I mean, personally, I love it, and I'm happy to share it with you. Anyway, and we've also had the other other news is the East Coast had a brush with that hurricane last week. The East Coast of the U.S. I know we have some Canadians here with super high tides and flooding, especially in the Carolinas. Thank you. So just be prepared if you live near the Gulf Coast. I think we're going to have an active hurricane season. They're calling for an active hurricane season, and I think we should just all be prepared for the unexpected, just in case. It never hurts to have a plan, right? Have your little go bag or whatever you need. Just be mindful. Okay, Alex H says that's cool. Thunder gives the chat a witchy vibe. I know. It's like a track I've put on. It's crazy. It was the second I touched the go live button too. Isn't that funny? Anyway, so we had that in the East Coast. We've also had some other, really crazy weather. Speaking of weather, so just be prepared, right? We have a lot of, astrologically, we have a lot of fire and water energy. So flooding, fires make sense, right? And can you believe it? We've made it to the last week of the crazy cuckoo month of August 2025. Last week, we've made it. Okay, Fatima says the closest body of water you have is Lake Ontario. Yeah, we're not at risk of flooding where we are right here either. And the astrology has actually reflected some of this crazy astrology, as we'll talk about here in a few moments. But we expected a crazy month, and we have gotten it. So I hope everybody did their new moon rituals. This is my full moon spray that I made the last time. I put the water out in the full moon. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. And we let it infuse with that energy of the full moon, the last full moon. But the new moon ritual, what do I mean by that? And this was this black new moon that people have been talking about in sign of Virgo. And I'll describe that a little bit more in a few moments. I love the sound of thunder too, Gina Fish. We get them so rarely that it's so nice here. But we'll talk about it below. But like I said, I like to write down my hopes and intentions for the month, put them on a piece of paper, take them outside and light them on fire and send them out into the universe. Right? Yes, Fatima. Mother Nature is speaking, indeed. Right? So, but it's not too late to do that. It's just the day after the new moon. And so it's not too late to set your intentions. Speaking of Virgo, we just entered Virgo season, and I know we do have some Virgo babies in here. So happy birthday to all of you. If you have a birthday this week, please do something wonderful for yourself. Give yourself a big hug, sleep in, wear your party hat all day long. Funny. Just treat yourself. Treat yourself as the queen or king that you are. We've talked about this for many weeks, but I'm going to I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but we are still in the wake of the 8-8 portal, and we are heading into the 9-8 portal, also known as the lunar eclipse, and that's in Pisces. You Pisces and Virgo folks will feel this the most because you're on the Pisces-Virgo axis. So we should feel that. Oh, that's you. That's you, Leanne. Okay, great. Good. Yes. But these are wild times, as if you haven't noticed, right? Because we're in the middle of a massive monumental shift right now. And we are we are smack dab in the middle of it. No turning back now. So this is about changes and revelations and really kind of shining a light on the things that we no longer need and that are difficult or that have been operating under the scenes for us for so long. Hi, Bernadette. Oh, you brought a pendulum. Okay, good. Keep meaning to cleanse. Yes. Okay. So, and I wanted to point out again, we are in the middle of, we're still having that crazy astrological, let me see if I can find it here. Please don't go away. I pulled it up. Yeah, we're still having that really crazy. We had a kite recently, but we have this aspect that's just going to be with us all the way through the rest of the year, which is really odd, very unusual, very transformative. Right between these are it's a rare formation between Pluto, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune. And it's very interesting because I'm going to show you, I'll pull it up on my phone here and you can see that it truly looks like, I'm going to make sure you can see this okay. I do have a crack in my phone, so. Do you see it? It looks like an isosceles triangle pointing right at the 0 degree point of Aries right here. You see that? And that aspect is going to be with us for the rest. I'll hold it up for a second longer in case you didn't see. It's going to be with us all the way through the rest of the year and into the next year. It's as if the universe is pointing us right there to 0 degrees Aries, the first sign of the zodiac, in the first degree of that sign. See? the thunder gods, Thor, is it Thor? Decided to back me up on that. But it really is transformative. And it's interesting because it's pretty rare for an aspect to just sit with us for so long. But those are slow moving planets and they're very transformative planets. They really are the change makers. And so, super interesting that we'll be with those for the rest of the year and into the next year. Hi, John. That's funny. Big hello. Okay. All right. So if you are new here, my name is Kelly Scarborough, aka the Mystic Next Door. I'm an intuitive medium and an astrology enthusiast, as you will see here. I'm not an expert by any means, but I know enough to know enough. And that's about all. So, and it's really good to see so many familiar folks here, of course. Hi, Amanda, driving home from the store. Be safe. Be safe. Yeah. Those of you joining, we're having a big old thunderstorm, so you may hear the hand of God reach down and give us a smack every once in a while. So anyway, but it's my great pleasure to be here. If you like what you find here, please give me a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell and all the YouTubey things. And I do love your comments. So thank you to those of you who leave a comment. I really appreciate it. So on to our astrological weather for the week of August 25th through the 35th that will affect us all. Okay, so I want to go back to that black moon in Virgo yesterday, August 23rd. This is a rare occurrence, somewhat rare occurrence that occurs when in a single season we have 4 new moons rather than 3. This is the third of the 4th. Okay, so we will have 1 more in September. New moons are times to manifest, as we were saying. Manifest our hopes, dreams, and wishes. And we get 4 opportunities this season where the moon is helping us out versus 3. Okay. And this particular new moon is very spiritually charged, and it's associated with the subconscious, and it carries a heavy dose of that new beginning energy that we were talking about before. And since it's in the sign of Virgo, we're reminded to take care of ourselves. Virgo are the caregivers, the healers, and to establish good daily habits that make us more productive and bring healthy routines into our lives that make us strong and resilient as we get ready to move into the next season. Okay. Monday, August 25th, tomorrow, Venus will enter Leo. And get ready, we have a lot of Venusian energy this week. So hold on to that. If you've got a lot of Venus in your chart, it's going to be interesting. I mean, powerful Venus in your chart, it's going to be interesting. So this is divine energy, divine feminine energy rising with all this Venusian energy, right? It's a time for passion, for playfulness, for caregiving, for love, and for creativity. This is the time to break out your charm and charisma when Venus is in the playful sign of Leo. And it'll be here for almost a month, so you have a lot of time to work on that. Hi, Janet. Good to see you. Home after a crazy day at work. Aw. All right, hit the couch. Hit the couch. Okay, we also have a Venus, an aspect where Venus will be in a trine with Saturn. This brings blessings of love, money, creativity, beauty, but it brings it in a restrained way and a way that sets it up in a lasting pattern that's built to last because Saturn rules time. It slows things down to make sure that we do things just the right way. Just visiting. Thank you for pointing that out. I was going to mention it to you. I appreciate that. I'm going to have to do a little party, a little celebration for that. It's taken me long enough, right? I could build it up a lot faster, but I'm okay with it with this pace. So, okay. So we move on to Tuesday, August 26th. We have 3 more Venus aspects on this day, Tuesday of this week. Venus will form a sextile with Uranus. Okay, sextiles are harmonious energy. This may bring surprising blessings and breakthroughs in relationships and our connection with beauty, money, and art, and things of that nature. So, very nice. Like, look for those surprises this week. Maybe your sweetheart will surprise you with roses or some other aspect. Maybe you'll get a check in the mail, whatever it may be. We also have Venus in a trine with Neptune. So this is like, talk about creative energy because Venus rules beauty and Neptune rules creativity, and they both enhance our creativity. So this is dreamy energy as well. So that can bring fun and fantasy into relationships and into your value systems. Pay attention to your dreams now too, because Neptune rules our dreams. So this should be an interesting time. All right. Same day, Tuesday, Venus will also form an opposition to Pluto, which is tension. This could bring tension between the harmony in love relationships or your financial situation. Yes, illusion as well. That's a good point, Susan. Neptune can bring illusion. So I want to step back to that. It can make things, make you see things through rose-colored glasses as well. But we want to, I'm focusing on the positive aspects, but Neptune can bring delusion, illusion. Okay. Back to Venus opposing Pluto. So this can really shine a light on the power dynamic that you have with your love relationships, your financial situation, things of that nature. And it can make us examine those areas of life because Pluto is what's hidden underneath. So are there secrets that need to be explored or exposed in these areas of your life? Or is it asking us to examine our own unhealthy habits and behaviors like self-denial and insecurity in our relationships or with our money, right? So you'll have to put that into your context, but this energy will be present along with those other beneficial aspects as well. And the last aspect I want to talk about on Tuesday is Uranus trine Pluto. Now, Uranus trine Pluto is a part of that. I'll pull it up again. It's a part of that. Here we go. That isosceles triangle we're talking about. And Uranus is down at the bottom here, right? So it's forming a trine with Pluto up here near the top. Sorry. And you can probably see the cracks in my phone. I dropped it. Right. Excuse me. But that aspect, like I said, is going to hang around with us for a while. So what Uranus does is it brings breakthroughs and shakeups and things like that. But it's going to be turning over those rocks that Pluto, if Pluto is the rock and we're turning it over, right? Pluto's guarding those secrets. What's underneath? All the worms and the snakes and the things that that it's been kind of covering. Maybe this is deception. Maybe this is lies. Maybe this is, maybe this is, we could see more with the Epstein revelations, right? Or maybe some more with Russia, perhaps. Anyway, but it's only 22 minutes apart this week, and that aspect will stay. Pluto is in the sign of Aquarius. It will be here for years to come. I think 14 years. Pluto's in the sign of Aquarius, and Uranus just moved into the sign of Gemini, where it will be for several years as well. Okay, Gemini, thought, exploration, words, communication. Okay. And Aquarius rules we the people, but also technology, new discoveries, things like that. Okay. All right, so we're moving on to the next aspect I want to talk about is back to Uranus trine Pluto. Again, those two will be in aspect with each other into the next year, but we're right around the time where they're the closest. They're very, very close to one another. Okay. And it counts when they're still within a few degrees of each other. We still feel that energy. So we've got a lot of rocks to turn over in the next 6 months. All right, Thursday, August 28th, Uranus will form a sextile with Neptune. We saw that it just formed a sextile with Saturn, and when it Saturn's one, when it sextiles one, Neptune, it will sextile the other, Saturn. Or did we talk about that? Maybe I did not talk about that, but it will, because Neptune and Saturn are sitting within a degree of each other. So Uranus sextile Neptune is a rare and beneficial aspect that encourages us as a whole, society as a whole, to make some needed changes. And perhaps, Uranus brings surprise. So these could be unexpected or sudden surprises that are overall for the betterment of all. They may be jarring. They may be, a little initially upsetting, but they are for the betterment. This is innovative energy too, and creative energy. Neptune brings innovation, creativity, and again, a little bit of that delusion that Susan brought up. Yes, indeed. But as I said, we've been in this energy for a while, and we will continue to feel this orb of influence through the rest of the year. So this is time to make big societal changes. Does anybody know what changes they'd like to make? It's time to dream big, right? It's go time. Hi, Kendra. Good to see you. So let's see. Last aspect I want to talk about is on the 30th, Saturday the 30th of this week, we will have a beautiful grand trine in the fire signs. Okay, fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So what that will do is it'll your drive, passion, and energy that's signified by those fire signs will be triggered by this lovely aspect. They're in this harmonious aspect with one another. And so, but I also want to say, let's hope no more wildfires. Hi, Kendra. It's very good to see you. As I said at the top, I am, I've missed everybody for a couple weeks. So, Gina Fish is going to buy some champagne in anticipation of positive society changes. There we go. I like it. I wish this were champagne, but it's not time yet. Okay, so now we're moving on to our TarotScopes for the week of, for all signs, for the week of August 25th to the 31st. Remember that these are general readings for your sun, rising, and moon signs, or for any planets that figure strongly in your chart. Remember also that we have unique birth charts, so take what resonates and leave the rest, and consult your personal chart for more detail. Each week, I start on a different sign of the zodiac, and this week, we will start with Libra. Any fellow Libras out there? I'm a Libra sun. And I am going to use my beautiful new deck called the Wandering Star Tarot. I love this deck. It's beautiful. All right. And in the past, I've pulled 4 cards. I'm going to go back to pulling through. I initially started pulling 3 cards and then I went to 4. But I'm going to go back to pulling 3 in the interest of time. But I think we can get just as good messages. So the questions I'll ask for each card that I pull is, for each sign, is what is the energy of the week? What are the cautions, or what should I be aware of if there are no cautions? And what actions does Spirit want me to take? Okay. And thank you, Gina Halleck. Good to see you. Susan McDonald says her Saturn and Neptune are in Libra. They're both activated right now, aren't they? 0 degrees Aries. Okay. Okay, so I will go ahead and pull 3 signs. We're starting with Libra, and here we go. Oh, your next granddaughter may be born. That's beautiful. Okay. All right, energy of the week. Libra, that includes me. We have the 3 of Swords. Oh no, heartache. This is betrayal, sorrow. What are you sad about this week? Has somebody done you dirty? Are you just sort of sitting in your feelings this week? What has gone on with you? Are you missing someone who is gone from your life? Yes. Yes, it happens. The cautions, or in this case, what should you be aware of? So the Page of Wands talks about taking new action to really bring yourself out of that energy, right? This is, if we take action, we can move our emotions along. Yeah, no more thunderstorm. It moved along. So this is also about messages, looking for the messages. The Page of Wands is the ultimate messenger. So look for the messages that are coming in this week, because actions that Spirit wants you to take is to celebrate your victory. 6 of Wands is all about victory after adversity. So this is saying take the win, accept the win, right? Don't sit in your feelings anymore. What is that about? Did you lose a good friend or a relationship? Did you have you lost your job or some other aspect in your life? Is it just feeling sad this week? The thunderstorms, right? It's saying take action. Let's move forward. Okay. I like how that week ends. Okay, we're going to move on to Scorpio. Scorpio. I'm curious about my Scorpio sun. He has an important job interview this week. And I'm dropping cards. Is that what you were saying, John Medeiros? Thunderstorm, no more? It is. It's past. It's really gray, though. Has anybody noticed it's getting darker earlier? If you're in the, I'm assuming you're in the northern hemisphere. Okay, Scorpio. What? I guess it'll be a good week for my Scorpio sun. My one sun is Scorpio sun, and the other is Scorpio rising. So I guess it'll be a good week for both. You start with the Magician, Scorpio. Wow, this is great energy. Okay, this is manifesting your dreams, taking action, power. This is a power card. You can magic your way out of a situation. Thank you, Gina. He's so excited. Yeah. Yeah, the days are shorter, Fatima. I bet up there in Alaska. Sorry, in Canada. Wrong. Okay. What are the cautions or what should you be aware of? Right? So the Justice card can speak about legalities, right? About maybe the legal dealings. I guess if I were putting it into my son's situation, he has to, jump through all the hoops to get a visa, right? But Justice card also denotes fairness, truth coming forward, and coming into balance with yourself. So this is really nice energy. You've manifested your world, and your truth is coming forward. Gina Fish, 2 kids, one Scorpio moon, the other Scorpio rising. Yeah. Interesting people, those Scorpios. Oh, you will have snow soon. Yes. I don't know if you can tell, my computer keeps going dark, so I don't know what's going on. I think my power, I'm plugged in, but my power is doing weird things. All right. And what does Spirit want me to know? Or what are the actions to take? 10 of Cups. This is beautiful. This is family energy, but it's happiness. It's all the joy and happiness coming your way. That's what Spirit wants you to know. The joy and the happiness is coming your way. So very, very nice reading for our Scorpio friends this week. I like it. It does sound like good energy for my son, for both of them, because my other son also applied or interviewed for a job last week, and he has to do the second half of the interview, I think, this week. So that's good. So we always want the best for our kids. Okay, moving on to Sagittarius. This is for Amanda, who's driving home. Don't comment, please. Oh, very interesting. Okay. This is a unique card to this deck. I should look it up. But it's called the Mother Star. And it also has if there's a question, then the answer is yes. Oh, it has a yes there. Well, that's you, Daniel? Okay, Mother Star talks about reaching for our dreams. Star, I equate it to the star card, our hopes, dreams, and our wishes. But she's also, this is that divine feminine energy that we look for, that's nurturing and kind and beautiful. Okay, nice. The Mother Star. And you get the 10 of Pentacles. So this is what you should be aware of for the week. 10 of Pentacles says the family legacy is intact. This reading may have to do with your family for some of you Sagittarians. This is all the happiness and it's really about the physical creature comforts of um, of life and of the family, really. Security. This is about all the security. So that's very beautiful for you, Sagittarius. And what does Spirit want? What actions does Spirit want me to take? The Three of Wands is all about taking action. Like you've taken the action now. We're going to really look for, this is in the traditional deck, this is the looking for your ship to come in, waiting for your ship to come in, right? But I don't want you to be, these are wands, so this is all about action. We don't just sit on our laurels and we wait. We do the things that we have to set the ball into motion. Beautiful. If I were to guess, somebody has some really nice family energy this week. Really nice things happening in the family for Sagittarius. All right, Capricorn. Moving on to Capricorn. You're welcome, Daniel. That's a very nice one for you all. And that same sun who's trying to move is the Sagittarius rising, so good week altogether for him. All right, Capricorn. Thank you. It's so helpful when you put those up, Gina. I appreciate it very much. Okay. All right. We're starting to see some repeats, guys. Here are the repeats. All right. The energy of the week is the Magician for you as well, Capricorn. All right. What are you manifesting? What are you making happen in your life, right? This is almost like pulling the rabbit from the hat. Yes. You're glad I'm using this deck. I love this deck as well. It's really great. And it's nice. It has little keywords too. So if you're new to reading, it's really helpful. But I want to say that this is just saying, you are really in a mode of making things happen in your life right now, and you have the power to do it. The energy is right, Capricorn. Okay. Cautions of the week, the Nine of Wands, right? This is about really feeling like you're in defense mode. You're really you've drawn your boundaries. You're a little bit battle weary from fighting the good fight. But, the good news is you're still standing. You're still standing, right? So the caution is really kind of protect your energy. It won't last for long. It does have a 70s vibe, doesn't it, Janet? I love it. It is going to be a magical week. Yep. So I just want to go back. You're right. So if we've had two signs that have had the Magician in the energy of the week area. So that's really very nice. And now we have the Three of Wands and I shuffle in between. I shuffle. Maybe I'm not the best shuffler, but I do shuffle. And I put the cards back in random places. So it's interesting when these come out again and again. What action does Spirit want me to know or to do? Three of Wands. This is saying, take the actions, lay the groundwork, and watch the magic unfold. Right? You've got the Magician at the start of this reading, and the waiting for your ship to come in at the end. So really, really nice for you, Capricorn. Excuse me. All right. If you could see that I put the cards back completely randomly in the deck, and then I give them a shuffle. It's amazing that we get the same two cards. All right, Aquarius. All right. I don't know. My children always tease that I like to wear kind of bohemian. This is sort of one right here, kind of clothing. So maybe that's why I'm drawn to this, the 70s vibe of this deck. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm cracking up. All right. The energy of the week for you, Aquarius, is this King of Swords. This is putting on your thinking cap and really using all of your logic. You are an air sign. This is your card, Aquarius, right? So it's saying right now that you have that wisdom. Use it. Let me take a sip. Okay. Use your wisdom. Oh, see you later, Kendra. Thanks for joining. You can tell it's raining because my hair gets frizzy. Okay. The caution, or what should you be aware of this week? The Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So if it's a caution for you, Aquarius, it's saying, excuse me, it's saying, you know, there may be an issue at work, or you might be working a little too hard at something, a little too diligently at something, right? So what is that for you? But work seems to be the like reign supreme this week. So what is that going on in your job? What's happening? Are you overworked? What could that be? John is Sagittarius, so sometimes you get delirious. Okay, now third time we've had the Three of Wands in the what does Spirit want me to know? What do you think Spirit wants us to know? Do you see in this image, she's got the wands taking action, but she's looking out. She's waiting for something to come to fruition. Okay. Look at the sun rays coming out, illumination, the water. It's turbulent, right? But it's intuitive as well. So Spirit wants us to know that we should, really kind of, this seems like a week that we really need to pay attention, because things are going to start coming back to us. What we have manifested will start to manifest in our lives. Okay. Three of Wands. And you see how fat this deck is? And I put there's three cards, and I stagger them when I put them back. So it's crazy that card will come back in the same place 3 times in a row. Junifish says, it means I'm a workaholic and still buy champagne because I'm looking for positive change. Good. You know what? If the positive change that you're talking about happens, I think it's what you're talking about, I'm bringing some champagne on and we're all going to celebrate together. That's funny. Amanda, deliriously happy. I hope for you. Happy, I hope for you, brother. True. Sorry. Squirrel. I just love this obsidian that I have. It's so beautiful and very grounding. I just had to show it to you. I pulled it out because I felt like we all needed it. Okay. We're moving on to Pisces. And remember, this is the year that Pisces and Virgo we're in the Pisces-Virgo axis right now. So very activated by this upcoming eclipse. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So my son, who just applied for a job in New York City and has to do another interview, is a Pisces. And I want to show you these cards. Sorry, I'm not trying to make this all about me, but it's all about me right now. Or my family, right? All right. Energy of the week is the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah. Nine of Pentacles is all about living the life, enjoying the luxuries. This is prosperity. This is abundance. And this is really kind of just at all the creature comforts. Okay. Coming your way, Pisces. Nice. What are the cautions of the week, or what should you be aware of? Well, this could be a caution, but I don't think so, Pisces. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Everything's changing this week. It's time. And again, I just talked about this, the nodes The eclipse energy brings karmic change, especially for you, for everyone, but especially for karmic change. And look, it says karma. I don't know if you karma and destiny. This is your destiny. This change is your destiny. Nice. And what actions does Spirit want me to take this week? So, Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is talking about leaving something behind that no longer works for us. Eight of Cups says we have 8 full cups, but we know that there are 2 more out there for us to go get. Like, we may be happy enough, but it's not enough. So go out and get it. Go out and get it. And you like that? I love that octopus. Right? This says change, shift on the card as well. So this is, look at all these changes. That's a lot of change. Wheel of Fortune and 8 of Cups. Changing directions. I like it. Excuse me, I like it. All right, we're moving on to our Aries friends. I'm not going to forget you this time, Aries. I always forget. I don't know why. It doesn't mean I don't love you. My brother and my dad are Aries. And my sister-in-law. And a niece. We've got a lot of Aries in our family. Okay. Aries. Yes, Fatima, you're Virgo rising. Okay, Aries. All right, energy of the week is this Page of Cups. This is a card of surprises, this is a card of manifesting fun things, love, energy, creativity, just joy in your life. I don't know why she has a little bit of a frown or a look of concern, but I guess surprises can be concerning for some people. But this is whimsy. This is whimsical energy. Okay. Cautions, or what does Spirit want you to be aware of? Well, they want you to find balance in your life, Aries. Okay, Aries, you can be a little bit hard driving. You can be a little bit maybe unyielding in some cases. So this is saying find that balance between that fire energy that you have and the look at all the water. So that's like the passion. So passion and fire, like make sure that they're tempered. Temperance. Okay. And what action does Spirit want you to take? Or what do they want you to know? Is the 7 of Cups. They're saying you've got too many plates in the air right now, Aries. You're doing too much. You've got too many. This is a card of confusion and chaos, right? Passion. We talked about passion. It says that there, right? So it's saying let's eliminate a few of the things that are kind of keeping us in that chaos and do one thing at a time and do it well. Okay. All right, Aries. And you don't have to be first in line. You don't have to win the game of Monopoly. I have so many memories of my brother flipping the Monopoly board over when he wasn't winning. He's an April 1st baby. Taurus. Moving on to Taurus. Okay. Okay. Again, we're seeing repeats. Energy of the week for you, Taurus, is this 9 of Wands. You've been through the battle. You're still standing. A little bumped and bruised, banged up, but but you're doing okay. Remember that, right? You've got your boundaries drawn. You're almost to the end of this struggle, whatever this may be for some of you Taurus folks. Monopoly is the worst game ever. Hi, SR. There's our Taurus right there, SR Kish. Excuse me. What are the cautions for this week? So we get the Hermit card. And when we see the Hermit, it's suggesting to us that we might want to step off the beaten track, go within, really kind of look within our hearts to find answers that we're looking for. Okay, this is, you may need some alone time here to find those answers as well. All right. And what action does Spirit want you to take again? We saw this with our Aries friends. 8 of Cups. Oh no, I think this was it Aries? I can't recall. 8 of Cups. Again, this is leaving something behind that isn't filling your cup anymore. This is making a change that for the better. This could be a physical move. This could be a leaving your job. This could be leaving a relationship because you know there's something better. It doesn't mean you have to really leave anything. It could be just changing attitudes or the way that you do things. It's just a shift in your life that's needed. Okay. It was Pisces. Thank you, Alex. Okay. On to our Gemini friends. Gemini. Looks like my little angel over there is on fire, doesn't he? I lit my candles because it was so dark here in this room. Okay, Margaret. There's our Gemini. John's a Gemini. Is he still here? John S. Okay. You just had a jumper. We'll take that one. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Pulling. I don't know what I'm doing. The cards are coming out all funny. Okay. Woo. All right, Gemini. Energy of the week. Feeling trapped. Feeling anxious and kind of trapped in a trap of your own mind, of your own creation. This is something that only you have control over, right? That you need to take the steps to do what it is that you need to do. Does it mean, getting out of your own head? Does it mean you need to get more sleep or, stop with the junk food or whatever it is? Do you need to kind of get rid of a relationship or a situation that's just not working for you? What is that for you? Cautions. Or what is the energy of the week? I think this, or sorry, what should I be aware of? The 6 of Cups. Excuse me. The 6 of Cups is all about memories from the past, tapping into things from your past that brought you joy and happiness, right? This is harmonious. This is friendly energy. This is sweet, compassion, kindness, right? So what should you be aware of? Be kind and compassionate to yourself, right? And what action does Spirit want me to take? Look, or what do they want me to know, right? What does Spirit want me to know? The Lover's card. Now look at that. Hi, Lucy. Good to see you. The Lovers. This talks about union, about finding love and harmony with others. This is, again, this has a very compassionate, kind energy, and so does this. But you need to get out of your head, Gemini. You need to get out of your head. Okay. All right. Gemini, you are really good at taking up residence in your own head. I know you. All right. Cancer. On to Cancer. You're welcome, Margaret. I like that. maybe a relationship coming your way. Okay, Cancer. Energy of the week is the Queen of Swords, right? This is using logic, strategy. It says, I'm trying to read what this card says. It has different words than I would normally use. Yeah, ambition, taking action, right? But it's strength. It's strength because you have a strong mind. Cancer, use that, right? Use that. I think Cancers often lead with their heart. I'm a Cancer rising too, Susan. Yes. All right. What are the cautions this week? 10 of Wands, right? This is feeling just absolutely overwhelmed and burdened by something that you've taken on, or maybe by, they should be action energy because of the Wands, but this could also be your own thoughts and things that are just weighing on you. Is that perfect timing? Yes. Cancer. I'm a Cancer rising. We're all in this together. Okay. What action does Spirit want us to take? The Two of Pentacles says we need to find balance in our lives, right? Harmony. We might just have some friction in our life that's just not serving us, right? And it might be ourselves in our heads again, just like your Gemini friends. Okay. So find that balance, right? You're off balance right now. Find the balance. I can relate to that. Can anybody else? Any of you other Cancer folks? All right. Getting hot in here. When I read the energy, when I'm running the energy, I get hot. All right, on to Leo and then Virgo. So we're almost finished with the whole zodiac. Hi, Viviani. Viviani's just in time for Virgo. We are in Virgo season. I want to say again, happy birthday to all of those Virgos. Okay, we're on Leo though. Oh my gosh, Susan, do you have my birthday? Are you have my chart? I'm a Leo moon as well. Cancer rising, Leo moon. All right, Leo. And as I said, Venus is moving into Virgo on Monday, bringing that playfulness and love. Wonder if we have similar personalities, Susan. Okay, well, look at this. Okay, we have for you two queens this week. Leo, the Queen of Cups. This is all the creativity, the love, the nurturing, the kindness, the intuition. Very intuitive. Yeah. So the energy of the week for you, Leo, is use your intuition. It's strong this week. Cautions of the week, or what should you be aware of, right? It's interesting that you should have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. I would say that this is a caution saying, maybe you're a little bit too strong and in your head and trying to use your logic over your intuition this week. Look at the difference in these two ladies, right? She looks like her knees to the side. She looks kind. And this one looks determined, right? So maybe your determination about something is really strong this week, and that's a good thing. This could also, let me just say, this could also be the truth about something coming forward as well. Okay. And what actions does Spirit want you to take? In this case, well, would Spirit want you to be in defense mode, right? But this is valiance. This is being valiant and being courageous, and standing firm, standing your ground about something, right? taking action for something that you really care about. Okay. Interesting reading for our Leo friends. What did you say, Amanda? Dear Cancer Sun. Oh, something. MT Dear. Cancer Sun, Virgo Rising, Daughter. Is that Mother Dear? What was that? Daughter Maggie's a bit of an overthinker. Yeah. I think a lot of us are. Okay. Last but not least, we're on to our Virgo friends. I know we have a lot of Virgos in the room. And we are in Virgo energy right now. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. I see. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Thank you, Tina. You're so sweet. All right. Our Virgo friends. Here we go. What do we have? I have a stellium in Virgo. Okay. Stellium, 3 or more planets in a sign. Okay. Look at you, Virgo. King of Wands. This is our entrepreneur. He's motivated. He's got stamina. He takes action, and he knows how to make things happen. So the energy of the week for you, Virgo, is you need to be taking that action, right? Taking that powerful action. What are the cautions that you should be aware of, or what are the cautions, or what should you be aware of? This does not feel like a caution. The Queen of Pentacles says that you have all the resources, that you are grounded, that you are you're charitable, you're kind, you're giving, you're nurturing. Okay, so that's what you should be aware of. It's an interesting balance between this 9 of Wands energy, strength, power, determination, and being kind and generous at the same time. Okay. And again, we see this 7 of Wands energy. What action does Spirit want you to take? Right? Stand firm, hold your ground, fight for what you believe in. Right? This is courage, this is strength, this is resilience. Okay. So very, very nice. Gina Fish says, I wonder if it's unusual to have 3 stelliums. I don't know. I don't think it's that unusual. I have 2 stelliums in my chart. I have a stellium in Leo and a stellium in Virgo. So anyway, yes, I thought that was a really good message too, Viviani. Yes, everybody check out Viviani's channel. And if anybody else has, please post your channel here for others to follow you. You do some really nice work. And anyone else have a channel, feel free to post it. Anyway, Amanda says, yeah, that is not to say that I can't think something to death. Yes, right. All right. Yeah. Daniel, you're welcome. So good to have everybody here. I'm glad you guys were able to join me. I'm hoping to return to my usual schedule. I did try to do occasionally I may do recorded TarotScopes if I have something going on during the week, but or on the weekend. But otherwise, I like joining you here live, and thank you for coming. I appreciate it. So if anybody is, I do not do astrological readings, but I have some names I can recommend for you. But if anybody is interested in a reading, in mediumship or an intuitive reading, I'd be happy to sit down with you. And I also do healing work. So please check out my website at kelly@kellyhealing.com. And I don't know if anybody has a moment to type that in, but you can find it on my channel underneath kellyhealing.com. And I would so love to meet you in person or over Zoom. Okay. I want to say to everyone, be well, I'm so grateful to have you all here, and have a wonderful week. Hopefully, I'm also going to say I would like to do, oh, thank you, Amanda. I would love to do maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. I may do a dowsing rod session because we got things to look at. There's some craziness happening in this world. So anyway, thank you so much. Thank you for posting that for me, Viviani. I appreciate it. And everyone have a great week.